welcome on back. Behind me is a 70 CST C10. Upgraded trim level, finished in the original color, looking beautiful. This truck even wears a lot of its original paint for that matter. My name's Mackenzie. I'm gonna be giving you a spin around this, taking you for a drive. So like I just mentioned a second ago, a lot of this is still original paint. And we see that on the hood, the cowl, tops of the fenders. For 50 years old, we're doing really damn good. We do have a couple of stone chips. There's a little scratch here, but there's no rot on this thing. It's really clean, and it's been with the previous owner for decades. Unique to the 70 is this gorgeous grille. Turn indicators worked into that grille as well. No longer down in the front bumper like they were in generations prior. We got the bumper guards on here. You seldomly see those. I like it. Hood release is where she always is on these trucks. Revealing a 5.7 liter V8, of course. It's a little 350 in here. Factory air conditioning, factory power brakes with the dual master. And you guessed it, we've got power steering as well. There's one thing I hope the camera can catch. Right here on the firewall is an original chalk marking from when this went down the assembly line. The paint underneath the hood, so the inner fenders, firewall, this is undisturbed stuff. You see we got our condenser, nice big radiator. It's like a newer battery, some new bits and pieces of hardware. Nice 4-barrel on top of there with a little spacer helping crank up the ponies. Just a good, clean, dry truck. Closes up like she should. Fitment not bad at all. I love the two-tone you can get with the CST, and this wood grain body molding is hot. These are a GM alloy wheel. This is a factory available wheel for a later model truck, and they look awesome on here. We got our CST badging, right below that our 350 badge. And again with the dual rows of trim, gotta love it. This one does not have the big farmer mirrors. We got the sport mirrors looking sweet. Fuel fill, just at the edge of the cab there. Factory short bed truck, sold new at Richard Kelly Chevrolet. It's cool that's been with it all these years. Dual stainless exhaust, 2-inch receiver just below that, clean tailgate, gorgeous trim yet again, and I'll show you how this opens up. All right, we have a bed mat in here, keeping things protected. Of course, we got chips in the paint. It is a truck after all, but not heavily abused, just used just right. Shooting down the side of this truck, straight bedsides. Paint does show a little sign of its age. We got a couple of stone chips here that have been touched up. See a little zit down here. Looks like we got a little bruise right there on that fender. But overall, it's a clean, dry machine. No rot, the floors are in excellent shape. The rockers, the cab corners, the inner rockers, all that stuff looks beautiful. All right, so paint up inside of this cab, all original as well, and in really good shape. Of course, there's some wear and tear. I've said it a few times. It's expected being original and given its age, but again, not ugly. If you look down in the door jamb, you see the factory spot welds down at the cab corner there. Factory door cards, these CSTs got the wood grain everywhere. And all this nice pleating or embroidering, whatever this stuff is, it looks great, very stylish. Nice bench. Do have a tear over here. Overall, given its condition, it's pretty damn good. We got the original green belts, factory GM stuff. Then up in front of me, we got our all factory instruments. Speedo up to 100 miles per hour. Factory Tach, which is rather rare. Fuel gauge, oil pressure, blank gauge. And then we have coolant temp and a voltmeter. Over here in the factory radio location, we have an upgraded Kenwood unit. This has got AM, FM, and a CD player. Have our factory AC controls down here. Little ashtray there. And it floor shifted 3-speed transmission. This has got a Hurst handle on it, nice closeout boot. I dig it. 3 pedals, all with the beauty covers on them. And in the glove box here, one very important thing, we have the original SPID tag calling out that olive green and all the other options. Very cool to see, and it's not too often we do. But given original paint inside of here, this has been untouched as well, which is awesome. A little logbook with some recent maintenance done on this truck. Original owner's manual in really good shape. Cool little book. And then from Richard Kelly Chevrolet in Birmingham, Alabama, we've got original warranty booklet with the Protecto plate. We've got a price sheet or spec sheet on it here. And this is a neat one. 1970 Chevy pre-delivery and adjustment checklist. So kind of cool. I hadn't seen one before. There's a lot of notes on here you'd think the factory would have had, but they had the dealers double checking them. Makes sense? Kind of crazy. Quality control has come a long way. All right, this truck is really smooth, feeling great, running good. trouble. Power steering, feeling like a dream. And those power brakes are definitely doing their thing nice as well. Speedo working, fuel gauge working, coolant temp warming up, and you can see our Tach is also working. Going through all the gears with ease. I like these 3 speeds. They obviously a lot longer gear ratio. It's going to do what you can do with 4 in just 3 shifts. So you can ride out first a lot longer, you can ride out second a lot longer. Kind of simplifies the driving experience. Synchronized transmission, goes back down through the gears with ease. Got that AC working good. This Kenwood unit.
PAL.org to register and join us in helping PAL and Power Girls to achieve greatness.
A couple of added speakers, really wake up the sound in here over the factory 1 under dash speaker. We're rolling. We're doing about 65 miles an hour right now. This thing is very smooth. Wheels not shaking. We got a sharper turn coming up here. Brakes feel good. All right. That is a truck, man, doing its thing well. Great running, driving truck, lots of originality, the right paperwork, and some really good options. This is a high trim level truck. Love the 70 model, and it's a factory short bed two-tone. Can't beat it. If you want to know anything more about it, drop us a line anytime. Our number over here is 248-714-2110. We'll put that down in the description of this video here. And one other cool thing, the link to our website. That's where you can find close-ups of all that paperwork I showed you. Underbody pictures, close-ups around the whole truck. You can get real familiar with it. And you can also check out a lot of the other cool cars and trucks we got on our site, and that's LaFontaineClassics.com. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and hope to see you guys in the next video. We'll see you soon.